Papa got something. He had a big bottle. I thought, what in the world? Looked like about a pint, a quart bottle, something. I said, Papa, what you got in that bottle? He said, camphor. He said, because I have somebody faint at every funeral nearly. So I wanted to know that it wasn't whiskey.
Don't tell all the secrets.
I can't tell everything. I get somebody in trouble. Have electricity when we left there.
Did you miss it when you left?
Oh, Lord, yeah, we really did. I remember when we moved in this house that some of you folks may remember Mr. Charlie Fitz. He was of the Schultz family and the Cochran family of Park Street that we bought that house from. It was a beautiful old home. And I know from the hallway you go upstairs, had this beautiful lamp, had a beaded shade around it. And I saw a little thing looked like where you turn it on. And I got upstairs, only 7 years old. I thought, I want to see what this lamp looks like. I turned it on, and it didn't burn. I said, oh, we're in trouble here. See, he hadn't told us we wouldn't have any light. But he told us this. He said, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. He bought a Aladdin lamp and a Aladdin lantern. And you know, that was as bright as any electric light back then. And we had those to help us out.
What fuel did they use?
Pardon?
What fuel did the Aladdin lamp use? Was it kerosene or what was it?
Well, I don't know. I'll tell you, we had to pump them up to get them to work.
Huh.
You had a pump there, I remember that.
Anybody
I wish
else
I had
remember
that
Aladdin
lamp. It
lamps?
had a big gold base to it.
Should have been camphor.
Fanny Bell's mother and daddy, and they kept college kids. And I remember they kept usually about 5 or 6.
Yeah, there were no dormitories at the
No,
college.
they didn't have any dormitory space back then. So that's ones that, and I used to get real disgusted because on Saturday night, you know, we never did close until about 11 o'clock. People would come sit around, had this big pot-bellied stove and talk with Papa, and they'd sit there and chew tobacco and keep me there. And I had a date and trying to get out of there and couldn't go. And then about the time I got ready to close, somebody called on a sack of cottonseed meal, if any of you know what that is. And you get it all over you, it's yellow. And I said, well, I can't deliver any more feeds on Saturday.
Did he let you get away with that?
Pardon?
Did your dad let you get away with that?
Yeah, they told me I have to do it on Friday. Saturday night was a dating time.
Well, tell them a little bit about when you went into the Air Force.
Well, let me see. 1942, I got caught in the draft. Let's see, where was I then? You know, I was at the store, I guess. So I remember I'd been working at the store a good long while, and this guy, a friend of mine, from Clarksville, Georgia, Paul Holcomb, he was in college in Dahlonega. As a matter of fact, he graduated there. So he came over one afternoon and he asked me, he said, Woodrow, I wonder if you'd come up to Clarksville and be my traveling salesman and keep my office and be my shipping clerk. He'd started out in the wholesale grocery business. And I said, well, I don't know how long I can go because I only had 6 months deferment. So I went on up there, but you know, I worked nearly a year, and you know, that's the most money, first salary I ever made, and the most money I ever made. He paid me $100 a month.